Hi, Mr. Jay Porter here at the Pro Light and Sound. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good, thanks.
So, Radial have got a whole box of tricks. I mean, you've got some really interesting and cool solutions to a lot of common problems. Can you take us through some of the stuff?
Absolutely, yeah, we've got a lot of new things this year. I guess probably one of the first things we should talk about is the Dante Direct boxes. Of course, everyone moving into the networked audio world that is Dante, we just wanted to provide some nice, easy, simple two-channel solutions for the Dante world. So this DI net, the DAN TX, this is a transmit box. This is going to be your traditional Radial Engineering Direct box. 1/4 inch in, RCA in, 3.5 mil in, with a trim control. And then you've got your Dante output. So this is a nice, easy way to insert an instrument, a computer, or a consumer device onto the Dante network very, very easily, whether it's a laptop computer or whether it's a bass guitar or a keyboard. You can do that with this box. The other cool thing is that you can switch it to balanced, and these 1/4 inch become TRS inputs. So if you want to input something that's balanced onto your Dante network, you can do that.
Is there a direct through on it as well for DI?
This is not. It does not have a direct through on this one. No.
And then that is like a receiver as well, so that spits out.
This is our receiver, so this is going to be the Dante in to balanced XLR output. So just a nice, easy way to drop 2 channels of audio into anywhere that's on your Dante network. Plug this in, go to your computer software for Dante, find the Radial box, and send your audio there, whatever you need to do.
It's really interesting because it just shows up, it identifies itself, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And what sort of price point are these guys?
We're just literally going into production this week with these. We're probably 6 to 8 weeks away on both the models. So we haven't set exact pricing yet, but it'll be between 350 and 400 euros, pretty sure in that ballpark, yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
but there's so much more, I see.
Absolutely. So kind of staying in the DI box world, we have the BT Pro. So this is our Bluetooth direct box. So leave this connected to your console or mixer and connect to this device with your iPhone or with your tablet or with your computer. Stream audio to this via Bluetooth and output balanced audio to your mixer. Also has an output level control, so you can actually take this box from mic level to line level. So if you wanted to plug straight into a set of powered speakers, run it off your iPhone, you could do that.
Oh, that's neat, because that just turns it into something you can actually use in a pro situation.
For sure.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I noticed these boxes here as well, these like little stage boxes. These look pretty cool.
Yeah, so just simple analog audio over Cat5 Ethernet cable. So lighten your load a little bit, make things a little bit more affordable. To do 4 channels of audio through Ethernet. So just get shielded Cat5 cable and you're good to go. We actually have 6 different boxes available, 3 different send boxes and 3 different receive boxes. So you can do a mic split, a line split, or transformerless on either end. So you buy the 2 boxes you need, with or without transformers at either end, and set yourself up a nice little splitter system or a sub-snake, whatever you need to do with it.
And then, of course, you can run that over, what, a couple of 100 meters on
Yeah,
Cat5?
exactly. I think about 100 to 200 meters over shielded Cat5, no problem.
That's really handy. I mean, the days of lugging around multi-core, I mean, it must be tough if you're still running big multi-core rigs, because that stuff weighs.
Yeah. And, just for the musician or small sound company that wants to do a quick drop on stage, have the couple of these available, and light cable and easy boxes to use, makes things nice and simple.
Is that got a through as well? So we've got that's a split, a through on the audio and a through on the Cat5 as well.
Correct. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And these available now?
These are just going into production now, so I believe these will be shipping in the next month or so.
You got a price for that as well?
I don't have an exact price. I think without transformers, it's approximately 150 euros per side, and with the transformers, about 250 euros per side.
Okay, and transformer splits are when you need to isolate and you're not going to be pulling, you have different gains on the mics and the signal track.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
That sounds really useful, actually.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so many brilliant tools here, and your stuff, I know, sounds awesome.
For sure.
Well, what's this one?
Well, we'll go into both of these. We've got the Headlight Pro and the Headlight. So we'll start with the Headlight Pro. This is for your multi-instrumentalist, the guy who maybe plays a guitar, a banjo, bouzouki, whatever, a variety of different instruments on stage. He wants to grab one for each different song, but doesn't necessarily want a rat's nest of 4 different DI boxes and cables sitting in front of him on the stage. However, the front of house engineer definitely wants 4 discrete channels. So this has a tuner output, an input, a mute, and you can just simply select which output you want and just bounce through them. So you can have the front of house engineer can have all 4 lines coming from this box. You've got a nice compact direct box.
So you'd plug a different instrument each time, but the front of house has the gain structure and a different channel for each.
For
oh,
sure.
I see. Right, nifty. Yeah.
So just trying to make the stage a little bit cleaner, not have so many boxes lying around. And hey, a lot of small shows, you might, as a multi-instrumentalist, you might come up and the sound engineer might only have 4 or 5 DI boxes, and you need 4 of them. You can have this in your bag and be able to give them 4 channels.
You could set what's that? You can set ground.
Polarity and ground lift on 3 out of the 4 outputs.
Well, that makes sense because then the one is the one without. Right,
exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah. And going to the headlight, this just gives you 4 amplifier outputs. So you can switch between your 4 different outputs just by selecting it. So if you have one instrument plugged in, you can have 4 different amps and kind of switch between that really, really quick and easy. Just bounce between all of them. And then you can set this final switch to either be a mute or all on. So if you want to kill everybody and blow their heads off and, have all 4 amps on, and maybe you're in the studio and you're auditioning amps and you're like, hey, I might just want to use all 4 of them, you can turn them all on as well.
Actually, in the studio, it's quite a good idea for A/B comparisons as well, I'd imagine.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And then finally, I guess we have a whole bunch of new products in the Tonebone line. So I guess we'll start with this Switchbone V2. So this is a deluxe version of our original Switchbone, which we've just discontinued and brought out this new model. This does an AB, an AB and Y, or you can set it to have an AB and C. So you can have a 3rd amplifier turn on if you want to, and turn on all 3. We've also added our elevator pedal, which we've been shipping for over a year now. This gives you a boost, clean boost that's always on to hit that front end of your amp a little bit hotter, and then a boost that you can turn on and off for a little bit more signal with soloing. We've added that feature into the Switchbone.
Oh, neat. I know a lot of guitarists are really mad about clean boost, aren't they? It's like a secret weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. When we brought out the elevator, we had the PB1, and we started to notice with a lot of our endorsed players when they came through Vancouver, we'd look at their rigs and they'd have 2 PB1s, one that was always on and one that they would use for soloing. And we thought, why are you doing that? Well, it always sounds a little bit nicer when you hit a tube amp with a little bit more level. So that's why we made this feature of having a boost that's always on and one that you can add later. So thought that'd just be a cool idea to add to our deluxe ABY.
Neat. This Key Largo looked interesting because it's got the word key on it, so I'm guessing, I'm sure it's not new, but it's new to me. So
yes,
is this for running stereo signals from keyboards, that kind of thing?
Absolutely. It is new. We just showed this for the first time at NAMM. We're just working through the final prototypes right now, so it's not quite ready yet, but basically giving a keyboard player a really high quality mixer on stage. So you have 3 mono or stereo inputs, 1 through 3. And then we also have a USB input. A lot of keyboard players integrating soft synths into their world now. They still have a few analog keys on stage, but they also have a software.
So it's a USB host as well?
It's a USB host as well. So you can mix all 4 of those inputs. You also can share an effects loop between all 4 inputs. You turn your effects loop on and off, set your level there, set your effects return. You have a main and monitor outputs, both balanced on the out. You can have a sustain pedal input that you can turn on and off, as well as remote switchability. So that's really high quality keyboard mixer for the on-stage keyboard player. I come from a front of house world. So many times where I saw someone with tens of thousands of dollars worth of keyboards, beautiful instruments, plugged into the worst little mixer, and they're giving me lines off of that. We wanted to give them a really nice, clean mixer specifically for the keyboard player.
That's really cool. And is it USB class compliant? So as long as you've got a class compliant device, then you can get the audio out of it?
Yeah, it's really designed to be take the USB from any computer. So you're using a keyboard controller. You've got a soft synth going on within your keyboard. You plug this in, it's going to show up as a sound card on your computer.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's a USB input from
So another question, because I think this would be a good product as well. You should do a USB mixer.
It's quite possible. We'll see where the world goes with us
I saw
now.
a glint in the eye there. I guess the difficulty with that is making things getting things that are class compliant aren't class compliant.
Yeah,
there aren't many things that do multiple it's like aggregation of audio devices.
No, there's not. There's not. But yeah, you know, it's funny. We're getting more and more into the digital world with Radial. You know, it was only a few short years ago we used to describe ourselves as the dumb old analog company, but with, you know, things like the Dante and the different USB products we have now, we're definitely growing that and creating some really unique options.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.